Well, good morning, Trinity family. My name is Pastor Jeff, and I've got some exciting news for you. In case you hadn't heard, the Alberta government has put us into phase 2 of their relaunch, and there's some new parameters for places of worship like ours. The long story short, it is finally now practical for us to host in-person services, which is going to be great. Many of us are going to enjoy being able to see each other again. That said, many of you might choose to stay home and continue to watch via live stream, and we totally respect that. Please keep doing that for whatever reason you choose. Now, there are some particular people in mind that really need to stay home or that we recommend staying home. If you have COVID or any kind of COVID-like symptoms, please don't come. If you live in close contact or have been in close contact with anyone with COVID symptoms, please stay home. If you've traveled internationally in the last 14 days, please stay home. All three of those things are actually requirements of the law, not us, but of Alberta Health in particular. Of course, if you are a person who is older than 65 or you're in a high-risk category of some kind, if you have underlying chronic health issues, please, we strongly recommend that you continue to just stay home and enjoy our services on the live stream. We also want to say that if you do come, you have to be comfortable with us collecting your personal information. We're going to ask for your names and your basic contact information just in case we have to do any kind of contact tracing in cooperation with Alberta Health. Trust me that we don't want to have to collect that information, but we do need to, and we'll keep it on file only for a maximum of 3 weeks. Now, if you do choose to come, we really recommend that you come and that you wear a mask. You don't have to wear one, but we strongly encourage it. It would be impractical for us to provide you with all masks, so please bring your own, whether it's one that you make at home, some kind of a non-medical mask, one that you pick up at some of those fast food outlets for free that are doing that, or through whatever other kinds of means. Just bring your own mask. Now, when you do come, if you do decide that you want to come, you might ask, well, what happens when I arrive? Well, obviously you want to park your car and then make your way on over to the front entrance. You're going to notice there'll be a little table set up here right outside the front entrance before you even come in. We'll have some friendly volunteers there. They're going to ask you some pointed questions about your health status as it is right now, and then they'll also collect your name and your contact information. If everything there is all cool and good to go, then you're going to proceed inside the front. Probably we'll have the doors propped open unless it's a really horrible weather day, so that you don't even have to touch the doors on the way in. So let's make our way inside and we'll take it from there. All right, folks, when you make your way into the building, of course, you're going to land directly into our church foyer. It might have been a little while since you've been here, but this is what it still looks like. But you'll want to do a couple things right off the bat. When you first come on in, you will want to go right to this particular table. It's going to be set up prominently here in the foyer. You'll see some hand sanitizer on it. Please sanitize your hands so that we're all in some level of cleanliness together. Now, one thing you might also want to do before you do that is you might want to go directly to our washrooms. It would be best if nobody had to use the washroom during the service. That probably won't happen, but let's try to reduce the number of people. So go ahead, use the washroom right away. Make sure you wash your hands with soap and water. You might want to do the hand sanitizer thing again, and then you'll want to head directly into the sanctuary. Now, just 3 things to be clear here that you're going to see we don't have going on. There will be no coffee that will be served during this time. How are you going to stay awake during my sermon? Well, bring your own coffee, bring an extra large, and you'll make it just fine. Second thing that you're going to notice, we're not handing out bulletins. So we haven't been doing that during this whole COVID time. We're relying on our e-newsletters for getting information out to you. So we'll be still relying on that. So there won't be any bulletins. Lastly, we're not going to allow any socializing here in the foyer. So again, you'll want to hit the hand sanitizer station. If you need to use the washroom, great, but then head directly into the sanctuary. We'll have those doors propped open too, so you don't have to touch any of that. It might take us a little while to get everyone in. So you might notice if you look carefully, we've got maybe where my fingers are here, we've got some little lines down on the foyer floor. You know the drill if you've been to various stores in the last while. Those are there to ensure social distance. So if there is a bit of a lineup, then by all means, just wait your turn patiently and orderly, and we'll get in and we'll get out of the sanctuary in an orderly fashion. But I'm going to leave it there for now and let some other pastors pass along some other important information for you.
Hello everyone, I'm Ashley Winkle. I am the pastor of Children and Family Ministries here at Trinity Baptist Church, and I have some important information for parents and kids. Our Trinity Parent Zone, Trinity Tots, Trinity Kids, Trinity Edge, all of those Sunday morning facilities and classes will remain closed, even as we are moving to live services. So parents with children, you guys are still welcome to continue to enjoy our live stream options online. That's probably the best way for you to continue to enjoy the service as a family. However, we do have some activity options for any children who have to attend with you in person. We recommend that if you have your children with you and you think they may need to use the washroom at some point during the service, our recommendation is that you choose to sit with your family in an aisle seat, somewhere where you're not going to have to climb over other people to be able to get out of the sanctuary to use the washroom if it's necessary. Also, yes, we're still going to continue to have children's moments in our services, but children will remain seated with their parents. And this is another important thing. Parents, please keep your children with you at all times. Children who are left unattended in any way, if children are just having fun, being kids, enjoying being in the building, it can make other people around you feel very anxious, and it also just increases the amount of things that kids are touching and interacting with. So we just ask that if you have children with you in the building, that you keep them monitored and supervised and with you at all times. And it just helps everybody to feel more relaxed being able to be in the building. And now I'll turn things over to Pastor Debbie, who's going to take us into the sanctuary.
Hey everyone, it's Debbie. I'm the worship arts pastor here at Trinity. So what should you expect once you enter the sanctuary? You'll notice that every second pew is blocked off to enable social distancing. Please be sure to leave 2 meters between you and other people in the pew, unless they're from the same household or are from the same cohort families. As you arrive, please sit in the middle of pews so that latecomers can easily join in at the end of the pew. Our fireside room will serve as an overflow room where people can watch the live stream, should we require it. Please do not enter the fireside room unless directed by an usher. According to current Alberta health guidelines, congregational singing is discouraged. Believe it or not, some studies have shown that respiratory droplets from singing can travel up to 25 feet. So we have decided to keep singing to a minimum of 3 songs at the beginning of the service. Using an abundance of caution, we will also only be having 2 singers on the worship team, and each will be standing behind a 6-foot plexiglass wall and also be divided by plexiglass. Humming is allowed, but if you feel that singing is an essential part of your worship, we ask that you wear a mask and sing gently and preferably not moistly. There will be no greeting time, and I know that all of you introverts are jumping up and down right now. No offering plates will be passed during the service. We encourage the continued use of one of our online giving options. There are, however, 2 new boxes at the back of the sanctuary for those who wish to give in person. Communion will not be observed on the last Sunday of this month. We will evaluate our communion procedures for future months. Anyways, that's it for In the Sanctuary, and Pastor Clinton will take you out of the sanctuary. See you Sunday.
Hi, it's Pastor Clint coming to you with As You Leave. When the service concludes, the sanctuary/overflow room will be dismissed by an MC in a gradual, orderly fashion. We will not be using our chalkboard prayer walls at this time. Please submit your prayer requests directly to a staff member via their email or by making use of our prayer submissions form on the homepage of our website. And upon leaving the sanctuary, please do not linger in the foyer. Use the hand sanitizer again and then head directly outside. If you wish to briefly socialize, please do so in a socially distant manner after you have exited the building.
All right, everyone, Pastor Jeff here just to close things off. Thanks so much for watching this video and all of the things that we're talking about to help keep us safe and in good order as we think about going back to our in-person services. Now, of course, again, you might choose to stay watching home online, and that's totally fine. We'll catch up to you when you feel comfortable coming. So know that we love you and we appreciate all of you. Now, of course, as we know, these relaunch strategies that the government has, they're continually unfolding as we all as a society move forward. So we might need to make adjustments along the way, whether because of things we're noticing or because of things that the government is announcing. And we'll just roll with it as we go. Now, of course, we've just been talking about Sundays. If you have a reason to visit the church between Sundays, for whatever reason, like an appointment with a pastor, or you need to pick up something in a mail folder, or whatever else, please know that the church is technically open, but probably best to approach it by appointment only. So reach out to our front office, and Jane will help you arrange a time to come, and we'll make sure someone's here to greet you and take care of whatever you need. Other than that, again, thanks for joining us here on this video. If you have any further questions or clarifications, reach out to us and we'll try and answer you as best as we can. Welcome back. It's going to be so great to see all of you. Thanks.